1 in 10 children will experience sexual abuse by 18.
This is not an exaggeration. These are statistics. This is fact.
These are real children getting scarred for life.
Malaysia, this is a problem and we need to talk about it. We need to stop it.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Shazlin binti Muhammad Nasir. I'm from University Utara Malaysia and I'm currently taking my bachelor degree in social work in semester 3. Alright, in my opinion about the incest or known as sumbang mahram in Malay, lately we know that blooming deeply nowadays about the cases of incest. As we can see, this situation happened because there is no border in relationship among the families, and there are lots of factors can be influenced regarding to these problems. Okay, in my opinion, what brought this problem more heavily or seriously because there is lack of religion deed in ourselves. Okay, religion deed, so that they are freely, okay, they are freely to do anything based in their intentions without any sense to know that there is not to do, there is kind to do, there is not capable to do, so they are freely to do. So as my opinion, every person need to gain the religion education so that they have their spirit, their intentions to not to cope with that problems. Okay, so I think that's all about my opinion about the incest or sumbang mahram. I hope my opinion will be regarding to be better. Thank you.
Hello, Miss. Can I have a second for my interview?
Sure.
Okay, my first question, why rape case increase day by day in a family member?
Why rape cases increase? I think the most important reason why rape cases increase is because of the overexposure to the media. Maybe the media electronic, non-electronic. For example, the porn websites, the movie, the R-rated movie, the books, magazines, the video clips, and so on. So those media will arouse their sexual desire, and they tend to try these things that they see to the nearest people around them, such as family member. So that's why the rape cases happens in a family member.
Okay. My second question is, do you think the child that got abused will be the abuser too in the future?
Well, it is a myth actually that the children who got abused in the past time will become the abuser themselves. This is because Well, if the children got abused by the father, by their uncle, by their brother, or so on, they will feel traumatized actually. So sometimes those children won't do that to the other people. So it's actually a myth. So in order to prevent this thing from happening, family member also must take important ways on how to prevent this thing.
And good morning to the audience. I am Badrun Bashir as your moderator in this morning. Our forum today we discuss is related to the increasing rape case in family members. This case is a hot topic in the media. The issue is troubling us. Before we discuss more about the issue, let's go to know our panel for forum today. We have our expert to talk our topic today. Firstly, panel one is the Inspector Farida, and the Rahman is the SJ experience as the police officer of the criminal investigation from FPT Kuala Terengganu. Then panel two is Dr. Nofatin Nadia binti Maidin, 10 year experience as pediatrician of the Hospital Sultanah Nur Mutahirah. Then panel three is the Dr. Nur Syafiqah binti Malden, is the 10 year experience, the secretary of the Hospital Sultanah Nur Mutahirah. Lastly is the panel 4 is the Madam Nuriana binti Syamul Zaman, 7 years experience as the Assistant Islamic Affairs Officer in the Department of the Religious Affairs Terengganu. Question 1, I will ask question 1 about can you share the latest statistics and the type of child abuse that happened in Malaysia?
Okay, thank you moderator and Assalamualaikum everyone. I'm Inspector Farida, Police Officer of Criminal Investigation Department from IPD Kuala Terengganu. Okay, about the latest statistic, child sexual abuse in Malaysia has been rising over the past 7 years. About 22,134 cases reported from 2010 until 2017. Statistic for the past 7 years has shown an increase of child cases except in 2014 and 2015, which recorded a slightly decreases. Police statistics recorded child rape cases were the highest, 59.7%, followed by molestation to 27.04% cases, incest 8.07% cases, and unnatural sex 5.19% cases. For example, the highest number of rape cases involving children occur in Johor with 2,089 cases recorded. That's 15.7% of the total number of the child rape cases. Next, Selangor recorded 1,052 cases of molestation, while Sabah recorded 263 of cases of incest. There are 4 types of child abuse in Malaysia. Firstly, physical abuse. This means children are injured not by accident. For example, one on the skin. Next, emotional abuse. This will cause mental or emotional disorder of children, just as mental disorder, depression alone, and slow mental development. Then, sexual abuse is exploit and undermine child's dignity and can cause discouragement. Lastly, neglect. Neglect is the failure to provide basic physical, emotional, and developmental needs in terms of health, shelter, and safe environment for children. Thank you.
Thank you for the payment for your statistics. And then, and two, I will ask you about what is the standard operating procedures in this case.
Okay, Assalamualaikum and very good morning to everyone. I am a pediatrician from Hospital Sultanah Nur Zahira with 10 years experience. So today I want to share about the standard operating procedure (SOP) in relation to child protection. So, this standard operating procedure, or we call SOP, is in relation to management of child protection concerns when a child or young person up to 16th birthday, unless in vulnerable category. So, this has been designed to equip staff with a process to follow, which will support communication both intra and inter-agency. So, inform the management of the child or young person in relation to child protection agency. Inform the management of a child or young person in relation to child protection concerns, and ensure prior to discharge that processes are in place to protect the child or young person. It is not a stand-alone procedure and must form part of a larger framework for all the staff in relation to their protection practice. So this SOP should be activated when a child protection concerns are first identified. This may be either at the point of admission to hospital or later at later stage in child's stay when concerns become apparent. These concerns may be around physical injury, neglect, parental behaviors, substance misuse, or alcohol use. Okay, thank you for the question.
Thank you, panel 2, for your information. Then I will ask about panel 3 about as the secretary, what you think about parents' role to make sure family members not involved in this problem.
Thank you to the moderator. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good morning to everyone. I'm secretary from Hospital Sultanah Nur Zahira. Okay, for answering the question just now, a parent should have been exposed to parental education which can teach them on how to build a happy and peaceful family. For example, parent as the head of family will protect their children from any dangerous situation and never abuse them. Besides, children can make parents as their role models so that they will respect each other in the family. Then, parents should educate their children with religious education, as all religions encourage their followers to the good things. This can be a way of preventing wrongdoings. For example, the children can distinguish the good and bad things or the right and wrong situation and things that they can do and cannot do. Thank you.
Thank you, panelists, for your citation of and then, panel 4 is I want to ask you about how to overcome interest in information.
Thank you to the moderator. Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to everyone. I am the Assistant Islamic Affairs Officer in the Department of Religious Affairs, Terengganu. How to overcome incest in Malaysia? The way to overcome incest in Malaysia is report the case of incest. The victim needs to report this incest. This is because if it is not reported, it will not be known. Action cannot be taken to the
perpetrator and he can repeat again the act. However, many of the victims did not report their case because they feared being threatened by the perpetrator and they would have caused a shame to society. In Malaysia, there are agencies and group of NGO who can provide assistance and support the victims. Among them are the Social Welfare Department (JKM), the State Islamic Religious Department (JAIM), the Royal Malaysian Police, and the Ministry of Women and Family Department. Next, keeping aurah in family members and parents must give the proper religious education to their children. Parents are advised to teach family members to keep the aurah very well inside the house among different gender of family members. The clothing cannot be thin, tight and sexy. Family members also have to maintain the boundary of the relationship in the family. Next, a strong family economy is also able to avoid incest. It is because hardcore poverty is one of the causes of this social problem. Therefore, the head of the family should seek permanent employment to support the family. The most cases incest taking place because mother go out to the work but father do not work and stay at home to care their daughter, and the father try to take opportunity. That's all for me.
Okay, thank you very much for your opinion. Then we continue to the round 2. Firstly, we will like back to the point 1. I will ask you about the what punishment we will sentence to the child abuse.
Okay, thank you for that question. In the latest provision, the court will impose a maximum fine of 50,000 ringgit and jail up to 20 years to those found guilty of torture or both depending on crime. Thank you.
We will go to the penalty about what is the challenge to handling this case.
Okay, thank you for the question. The challenge in handling this case is we are facing the cooperation between the parents and the pediatrician in order to investigate these cases. In exceptional circumstance, there would be a delay in sharing information. If it was failed to do so, I would place the children or young person or staff member in further risk. So, what pediatrician face is the cooperation between parents and the neighbor to share about the information of the child abuse. So we cannot detect when the cases occur. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for your explanation. Then I will ask directly about what is the effect to the rape case to the family bond.
Thank you for the question, Renata. For me, the family bonds become torn apart because the victims will fear to be close and communicate to the abuser. For instance, a father used to abuse his daughter. As this happened, parent, which is the mom of this particular daughter, should be the best listener for children to express their feelings. Children tend to shun away from their parents for fear of their parents' responses. They shun away and stay quiet and keep everything bottled. Then, people will lose respect to that family. For example, people shame to treat them well because of the bad things happen to one of family members. Therefore, the whole family member might face a tough and stressful situation. As a result, the bond between family members will fall apart. That's all.
Thank you, Benzi. Then, lastly, I will ask Jennifer about what is the role religious affairs department in resolving in case if you get this case.
Religious Affairs Department is an authoritative spiritual organization in providing religious education to the people of Terengganu. First, we organize forum talk to the society. The Terengganu Religious Affairs Department are responsible for conducting talks such as sexual crime talks, talks on the well-being of children and women, and other talks. This talk indirectly raise the awareness of the community to the awareness. We will empower education program related to faith and application of Islam to family. We will establish religious programs. Rebuilding of Islam Da'wah will be expanded such as strengthening the management of Islamic education institution towards regenerative human rights. Next, we will eradicate various religious activities. If there is any complaint, we will rush into the scene to take appropriate action. We are also providing counseling support service to the victim and family members of the affected with incest. That's all.
Okay, thank you, info. Okay, we have done our forum today. We have got a question from the overseas student. Let's see this video.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Taufik. I am from University of Jordan. Thank you for moderator because chose me to ask one question. My question is how to protect yourself when abuse come to situation. That's all my question. Thank you.
Thank you for that question. As a student or teenager, they must join the self-defense course, for example, taekwondo, karate to protect themselves. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your answering that question. Then, question 2, we got a question from the Karachi, Pakistan.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Aiman from Karachi, Pakistan. My question is, what is the impact of children abuse to mental and physical? And will it be effect to his future? That's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the question from Karachi, Pakistan. So the question is, what is the effect for the victims? So the effect, if abuse has been severe, the victim may be traumatized and may develop a post-traumatic stress disorder, or we call PTSD, or acute stress disorder. If abuse has occurred from a very early age and has been substantial, a personality disorder may occur, such as borderline schizophrenic personality disorder, or in some cases, a severe dissociative disorder, such as dissociative identity disorder, commonly known as multiple personality disorder. So, thank you.
Okay, we have done for forum today. Before we close that forum, I want to ask Patrick about your conclusion.
Okay, as the conclusion, the victim must be friends with friends that have high moral value, as it will bring more positive impact onto the victim. If the victim befriends with people that have bad attitudes, there are a lot of risks that can lead the victims to some more worse situations that are beyond our imagination. For example, if she befriends with a girl with low moral value, her friends might ask her to follow her footsteps by joining them doing drugs, become a prostitute, smoking, and some more. The victim feels hopeless to continue living and give up in life that he or she thinks it is fine to do that. After all, they are already damaged. That is why it is important for the victim to find good companions so that these things would not happen. Thank you.
I want to ask Jennifer about what is the hadith which is mentioned about incest.
History of Ahmad is Musnad, and just in Mustadrak on said, those who commit adultery with their muhrim should be killed. So let us repent and seek forgiveness. Ya ayyuhalladzina amanu tubu ila Allah tawbatan nasuha. Asa rabbukum an yukaffiru ankum sayyi'atikum wa yudkhilakum jannatin tajri min tahtihal anhar. Surah Al-Tahrim ayat number 8.
Thank you for all panel for coming to this forum. Before we close the forum, I want to give my personal opinion about this case. My opinion is we need to know about this case and we should put hand to eradicate this crime and not this get worse. Okay, thank you.